Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Evolution, the World of Sacred Device. I'm Nai, and Mako is still joining me as we work on Floor 9 of the Descent Ruins.
You've been dropped off right in the middle of it.
Pretty much. I have only used the, we took a break, and so I used the pause option when we go to the stairs. And the pause option is really interesting. It creates a temporary save file. It's only there for that one moment. And what happens is that temporary save file is deleted as soon as you come back to it. So the game gives you an option. Do you want to resume the temporary save file, or do you just want to load back to previous save? So let's say, for instance, that you were doing really badly. You did your temp save file, but you decided that it wasn't worth it. You can remove the save file, or if that save gets corrupted or something like that. You know, it doesn't delete your previous one. The problem is, it's also a very temporary save file. As soon as you resume it, it's gone, so you can't go back to it. Which, you know, I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, but the other weird thing about it is that it doesn't leave you at the end of the previous floor, as you might assume. It drops you right into the next floor, and I happened to be dropped into a monster zoo, or something very close to it. We had a lot of spawns in this room when I came into it. So we weren't ready to record yet. We were just kind of, you know, we were setting up, and so I load up the save file, and all of a sudden, oh look, there's 8 roaming monsters all around me. Apparently magnets get healed. So let me see how many TP Linear has, because no, she's maxed. Is there crap? Well, I can do Love Spell, which is, let's see, so Cure Spell is for 1 rank of friends. I can do Love Spell, which would be the regen effect for all allies, which would be really good. But that's 9,600. Block, Release, Touch. Give me power. Music type. I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the Love one, because I want to have that as a free effect I can get. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do Give Me Power, because I don't really want that. Well, screw it. I'm going to have Linear heal in the next fight, and then we'll do a Give Me Power in the next fight. What is that? Claw powder. Is that a powder made from a large monster's claw that increases hits by 5? Oh, okay.
I think you've just come across a permanent upgrade item.
It's a stat upgrade.
Nice.
So Mag's now more accurate. I do think what I'll do is I'm going to, in this fight right here, oh, especially in this fight, because we're all going to take a lot of hits. Ow. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. We might have our first death here. Oh, wow. Oh, Mag.
That is cutting it uncomfortably close.
Hey, Mag, would you like to not let yourself fall over, please? Yeah, I wasn't quite ready to have our first death. I want that to happen to a boss. It's not going to happen to a random bullshit, you know, enemy like that. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. So what I was going to have Linear do is I'm going to have her do a serious first aid, which should get everybody back up to near max. I never understood why they don't let you use heal skills outside of combat. They don't, at all.
That's kind of weird. I can't. Did they do that in the sequel? I can't remember.
Can't remember off the top of my head. We're going to find out, because I intended to do a sequel. But
It's what I can. I'm sure there's other games that do that, but it's weird that they don't let you.
But I think they wanted to make it so your actual items are useful for something. Because FP, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure, I'd have to test it, but I believe FP also comes back as you walk. So it's not just after you hit things. It's also, because I was doing a little bit of research into the Neo Geo portable version of this game. There is one. One exists. It's a 2D. It's basically just 2D. It is this game turned into a 2D representation, which is actually really cool. I was really impressed by it, I think. Okay.
Yeah, except for, you know, the horrible translation.
Might be worth it just to laugh at it. I might do that later on. Instead of doing a redo of Evolution the next time I feel like playing Evolution, I may do that just for giggles. But Yeah, so I was reading through that, and the guy who was doing the review of it commented that FP came back as you walked, and then I thought, oh yeah, it does come back as you walk. So I think what they did is they want items to be useful for something, because if it wasn't for, that, you might never use an item, It might just sit there and do nothing. I certainly haven't been using them very much at all. I still have a revive item from the very beginning of the game that I never have used.
So it forces you to play inventory Tetris to a degree.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Like, they want you to use items, and there's so little reason for it,
Given how how much they give you the status healing, they must have really, really wanted you to use those, but we still haven't used a single one.
Well, I've kind of ignored status for the most part of the game. Like, I could have used them, because the game is actually fairly brutal with statuses. Most enemies can inflict some sort of status. Like, for instance, that really powerful blocking tackle that the wolves do that almost killed Mag just now? Mm-hmm. If that succeeds, it actually inflicts block, which prevents skills. I forget which. I think the birds, inflict paralyze. The spiders inflict poison. I mean, I think... Oh, crap. I think just about every single enemy inflicts some effect or another on some attack that they do. So, and you can almost never land a status effect if you try. So...
Nice to know some things never change.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a thing right there. So that might be one of the reasons why the status effect revival items are so common. Is that
they're expecting you to have they're expecting you to try and deal with it some more.
Yeah.
Oof, you may want to smish this.
I'm thinking about it, but Linear's up first, so.
It's assuming that she survives that long.
She seems to be fine. Okay, so Linear. I can't do the love spell. Don't need a blocker. Okay, surprise box. Ooh, that's expensive. I'm trying to decide if I want to use that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a present. You go first on Mag. And we'll see where we go from there. I think what I'm going to have Linear do is I think I'm going to go ahead and out of combat do the upgrade on Welcome Home. Just get the revive skill out of the way, because I'm just flat not using it, and I don't want to just sit here and waste TP waiting for it to come up.
Waiting for somebody to keel over of old age.
So, I don't really want that to happen. So what I think I'm going to do, and it's also, the problem is there are other heal spells that it's blocking right now. And that just doesn't fly with me, because I would really like to have the all allies are full healed ability. How did Mag move to front? I didn't tell him to move to front, and all he did was a basic attack. What the hell just happened?
He's done that before.
He has, but it's not... You'll notice how Gray didn't do it when Gray attacked.
Gray uses a gun.
That's true. But Mag has skills that move him to the front. This isn't a natural thing. I think it has something to do with one of his items.
Double check his equipment.
Yeah, I'm going to go double check his equipment when I get a chance, because I'm pretty sure... Can I look at his items? No. I think it... I don't know, we have to look. By the way, you've seen how much damage that Weasel Slash has been doing? That's why I don't like the birds. They do have the weirdest reaction.
Eyes bug out.
Yeah, the eyes bugging out whenever they get attacked. It's the weirdest freaking thing on these birds. See, that's one of the reasons why these episodes are taking longer, is because that was 10 minutes right there just to clear this one room. Okay, Mag, what do you have equipped? Thieves' Wire.
That's the ISIS figure.
Thieves' Wire just increases manual dexterity, so that's not it. Jet Boots. I can't look at because... Oh, yeah, I can remove them. Okay, Jet Boots. Acceleration boosts that take off before vigor becomes excessive.
Doesn't sound like...
Maybe it's the power arms. I wonder if it's the power arms doing it.
You know what? You plug away at that. I'm gonna apply some Google Foo to this.
Because you're supposed to use Mach Punch to get to the front rank if that's actually needed. So the fact that Mag is automatically going to the front is either a glitch or it's an item. Deal 490 damage. Yeah, we're doing fine. Like the speed at which we're playing is actually pretty good. How much do you have? 6. And we're actually getting a crap ton of TP with each and every fight. So and given that we still have probably another 11 floors before we fight the boss, I feel pretty okay with unlocking stuff, even though I want the love spell. It's actually, you know, I don't think I've ever gone this deep into Linear's spell tree. I don't think I ever use her actual spell type tree. We're gonna unlock Welcome Home because it's cheap. Major First Aid, that's it. Completely restores HP during combat to one friend. That's one of the ones that I want. But I'm pretty sure that one of her abilities is restore all HP to all friends. I'm pretty sure. I'm not, don't quote me on that or anything, but I'm pretty sure. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Might have Mag use one of his abilities at some point. Gray has been poisoned. Mag, what about Ice Hand parts? You got Freezing Punch, but it's on one enemy. Like, Mag has all of these... He has all this TP and freaking nothing to use it on. That's terrible. Like, that is probably the worst affliction, the worst status effect in this game. Full TP and nothing to use it on. You know? How the hell do you jump in front of Gray, dude? What the hell was that? You know what, Gray?
I cannot find anything on why Mag is moving.
Can you look at his can you look at the power arms and see if they have a status effect?
Arms.
I'm just gonna use Major First Aid on Gray and give him his full heal. Mostly because I can. And this time it'll be three bandages. And I believe her next skill is the full 100% health revive. I think. And that's, if we want to revive, we don't want the pithy, you know, or, pithy? Is that the word I'm looking for? No. But it's not pity. We don't want the small 25 health back revive, because that's nonsense. You don't want that. Who wants that? No one, that's who. Okay, so her next skill is, Welcome Home, Dear, which is 100% combat revive. Which is pretty nice. Okay. Gray has been poisoned. No heat.
There are surprisingly few things on the items list. There's like, I know of one list of items, and it just covers the consumables, not the...
Yeah. I mean, this is not the type of game that would get a lot of attention, so I'm not surprised there aren't a lot of things on it.
This was also like back before this kind of game got attention in general.
Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't surprise me if there's not a lot of information about it. So Mag's just going to continue being Mag. And up go... I love how there's triangles. You know, that when the floor comes up from Dive Punch, it's full of triangles. It should be full of stars, I mean, to be completely honest, but it's full of triangles.
My god, it's full of stars.
It would have allowed me to make that joke every so often. You know what? I don't want to use them in combat, so we're just going to unlock these skills Mag has. Just so I can tell myself that I'm not just wasting all of his
TP.
All of his TP. And I guess we're going to change over to moving hand parts and spray parts. Because they're actually worthwhile. To some extent. Not a ton, but... Enemy retreat, enemy advance, enemy retreat, rank moves. Bring all to line occupied by friends. I have no idea how that works, but... Okay, I just unlocked every skill Mag has in the game. That we have unlocked so far.
Oh boy.
Of course, the game could always give me more hand parts.
The more you ask for that, the more...
Or the game's
or
not
less-
going to give it to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm aware. I mean, it has given me other hand parts in the past. It just keeps on giving me the wrong damn ones.
At this point, it's just actively mocking you. You should know that by now.
Well, I'm trying to remember how many hand parts are actually in the game. We haven't gotten fire hand parts yet. So I know that's something we have to get. Doctor hand parts, thief hand parts, and then boulder and hammer, I think the other two. And you know what? I would not mind having Doctor or Thief. And actually, I'm not even entirely confident Doctor's even in this one. I think that might be Evolution 2. But I can't remember. That said, if you're looking at the item list, you can see exactly how small of an item list this game actually has.
Yeah, there is not much there.
It's like what? 10 to 20 items per type. It's almost nothing.
Less than that in most cases.
Yep. And you gotta remember that even though there might be, say, 25 armor pieces, armor is restricted per character, so it's kind of not... It's not really that much. I mean, it really isn't. Okay, you know what? We're starting to, no, never mind. I'll do it when we actually have an item I need to get. Let's go this way. Okay, this is a bit of a big floor, it looks like. Or, no. Okay, so it's not that way. This, I guess, this game must be why I got my love for roguelikes. This must be where it came from.
It's a good one to get started on. Not the best, but pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've played Rogue. I suck at it, but I haven't played it. Well, I will give this caveat to that. I have not actually played the original Rogue. I played it back when I was in high school, I think. We're talking the original ASCI art Rogue. And at that time, I had no idea what it was, how to play it, or anything like that. So I was really bad at it and ended up just... I think the first time I played, I died to a poison well. And the second time I played, I got to, like, floor 2 or something like that. I did really terribly. But, so I've, like, that's only for Gray, but the attack goes down by 12, luck goes down by too much. Nope. I'm not losing, like 34 or 24 luck. That's not happening. So, I mean, I've played the original Rogue, which was... It was interesting. I'd like to go back and play it again at some point, but there's so many good roguelikes that it's kind of... Well, I know it's the original, but I can't really bring myself to do it.
I got started on, like, NetHack, so...
Maybe it was... No, it was NetHack is where I started. I didn't start with the original Rogue, I started with NetHack. That's what it was.
Most people seem to start with NetHack, although how far they go varies from person to person.
Yeah.
If you don't have the sufficient imagination to parse the symbols, you're not going to go far. But
well, that had nothing to do with it for me. For me, it was less the symbols, and it was more that I had no idea what the hell I was doing. Nowadays, because I have experience with things like Dungeons of Dreadmore, I could probably do it. Yeah, because, since I know stuff like Dungeons of Dreadmore, I could probably play NetHack just fine, because now I know what type of things to expect. And, you know, I know to do stuff like that. But, it must have been NetHack. Though I want to say I've played Rogue before. But yeah, this must have been... I think this is where I got my love for that sort of randomly generated dungeon with, you know, a few set rules. But, whoopsie, what do I do? Damn it. FP reduction. But, yeah, I'm sure that must have been where it came from. Okay. I'm sure Gray has a crap ton of FP as well. The problem is...
TP, I'm hoping you mean.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Let's see. Yep, he's full. So, the problem is... I've unlocked all of the really good stuff that he does. I've done all of his spirit attacks. I've done all of his Psyframe stuff. And the only thing I haven't done in his mag only is the mag only full revive and restore. Which I'd rather save for a time that we're in a boss fight and mag goes down if that ever actually happens.
At the rate we're going, that's looking less and less likely.
Well, remember, the bosses get harder the further we get in, so it's... I'm not going to say it's a good possibility, but it could happen. Okay, I'm inclined to say I've fully explored this floor. So we're going to move on. But, God, that floor took 20 minutes! Holy damn!
Yeesh. Beginning to drag out just a little.
Oh, just a bit. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to... item search. Thermo search. Trap search. About this time in the game, this is generally... I mean, I would have... If I was soloing this and if I wasn't recording this, I probably would have started doing this last dungeon. But, it's about this point in the game where I start using item search and thermo search, and I only go to the rooms that have items.
Yeah, you don't want to waste too much time wandering around looking for...
Yeah, well, it's not that. It's just that, you know, at a certain point, you get so powerful that you're one-shotting enemy spawns like we are, and you're, you know, you're spending so much time wandering around various floors doing... Oh, ouch. I should have... I knew that was there. Like,
and yet you still walk into it.
Oh, hello. Finally. It's the first time we've actually gotten a drop for linear. Holy damn. Check that out.
That's a lot of luck.
Oh, whoa. That hits drop.
That's a big hits drop.
Ah, well.
But should she really be attacking things?
I mean, she does. It's not like Linear doesn't attack. I mean, Linear attacks, but she's never going to be our bait attacker. That's always going to be Mag and Gray. Linear just kind of stuffs. That's all she really does. She just kind of sits there and she heals people, and every so often she'll smack someone with a frying pan. And I always appreciate that Linear's weapon was a frying pan. Because I honestly can't think of any other weapon that would work well on her. Like, anything.
Yeah, she's not really doesn't really look like a fighting type.
But she has to have something to attack with. Do we already have trekking shoes? Defense goes down by 15, but evasion and agility go up by negligible amounts. Okay. But yeah, like, she has to attack with something, but, like, a staff wouldn't make any sense in this game. So she's not gonna, you know, she's not gonna attack with, like, a bow staff or something like that. But she's not gonna just not attack. That wouldn't make any sense. I think the hot gas is a chance to confuse, and I think they've just failed to land it every time. Get in here.
Yeah, they've just done damage with that so far.
Yeah. I think it has a chance to confuse, but it might be a low chance. Maybe a chance to Berserk? No, Berserk would be bad. Because for some reason, I mean, I can understand why, because I use it like that, but Berserk is considered to be a beneficial skill in this game. A beneficial status effect. You can cure it, but enemies don't like imposing it on you. For obvious reasons. If you Berserk Mag, he will kill you. You know, you don't do that to a main character.
Yeah.
This is a really small floor.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing, considering, you know, the last few.
Yep. Ooh, another powder.
Hard powder.
Must be health. No, maximum FP by 10. Hey,
Nice.
Mag, take that. I'm doing my standard thing, and I'm making it so every item, every buff item I get goes to the main character. And we just had our surrounding shift. Do I have anything else? Any other special items? No. Ouch, that's interesting. I love this so much. This background, the environment shift right now. This is my favorite environment in the game.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is in combat, but I love that this one extends to combat too. But it's the star background. I love that. Though, I gotta ask, how the hell would this be a building? You know?
It's a good question. Probably not one that you should ask, but a good question.
Yeah. By the way, that wolf had 3 attacks before Linear had a chance to go.
And yet it still failed to do all that much appreciable.
Well, they took down half of Mag's health.
Oh, I mean, they wailed on Mag for a while, and he still is at half health. I mean, could be worse.
I mean, it is Mag. He is kind of the most ridiculous party in the game right now. See? He moved up by 1 when he attacked. It must be the power arms.
It's got to be something.
Well, maybe it's probably the jet boots. I mean, I never had him on the back line prior to a couple of these runs. So it might be the jet boots that does it.
Might be worth experimenting a bit at some point, but
that would require work on my part. Notice the moon rocks in this area, in this room.
Yeah.
Mineolin, come on, hand parts. Okay, I'm assuming this one up here just. But yeah, look, notice how there's like stars and everything below me here. It's kind of weird. But I love this room. This room actually reminds me a lot of the one technological temple in Final Fantasy X. Babel, I believe is the name.
There's several that can sort of semi-meet what you're explaining. So.
No, I'm talking very specifically the technological one, because that church is the only one that's allowed to have technology in the game. So the one that has like the floors that have like the little moving platforms that you go on.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, vaguely. It's been a very long time since I played that game.
First ball.
Might play it again when the pack comes out, the HD remix.
Well, it's apparently I have to go look again, but it sounds like SE has no problem with LPers, so I might actually LP that.
That'd be interesting. Now, what I'm more interested about is the fact that it and its sequel it's supposed to be the
version.
Yeah, the international special versions.
I'm looking
which
forward
means
to
you
it.
get all the extra stuff.
I mean, full disclosure here, this is going to sound really stupid, but while that's my favorite Final Fantasy game, it's my first Final Fantasy game, it's the one I love the most, and I hold everything else up to. I've never actually beaten the game. I know how it ends.
I can't remember if I ever beat it either. I know I got like right near the end, and then I sort of gave up. Oh god, yes, now I remember. There's a boss about 80% through the game that...
Unalesco?
Yeah. No. Seymour, just before that.
Ah, yes. Oh, Seymour's always the... Seymour's always the one that makes people quit. You're talking about the one with the pet, aren't you?
No, the one where he automatically dismisses every single summon you use.
Are you talking about the one where he's got that like pet thing on the back of him that heals him?
No, I can't remember anything like that. On the mountains.
Oh, okay. No, I know what you're talking about. That's before what I'm talking about. No, I remember the reason why I quit. It has... Okay, so stupid thing that happened with Final Fantasy, and if I ever play the game, if I ever LP the game, you're gonna hear the story again. But, so... Ooh, gold medal gun. Hey, Gray, would you like to have an even No, never mind. Well...
More luck.
40 attack decrease for higher hits and higher crits. I don't know, I'm gonna think about that. So back when the game came out, I had a copy of it just really, really early on. It was one of my favorite games, and I was really a big fan of it and all that stuff. So, I don't think there's another room over here. Nope. So I went and got the game, and because I'm telling the story, we're going to continue on to the next floor. So this will be a longer episode again. But, or should I just stop here and I'll tell the story next time?
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, we'll stop the story here and tell the story. I'll tell the story next time. Okay, guys, so that's going to be it for now. You'll have to wait until tomorrow to actually hear the rest of the story. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.